Young Werther is a comedy romance film. It is the debut of Jose Lourenco. It is a Canadian film based off the 1774 novel about Werther. He is a dandy of a man, a bit of a cad, selfish, narcissistic. He's in town with his hypochondriac friend Paul in order to pick up something from a family member. He's from Montreal, but he decides to get some gelato and he bumps into Charlotte. She is telling off a man trying to hit on her 18-year-old sister and Sissy, and then Werther sort of ingratiates himself with a little bit of conversation and stuff until Sissy invites him to Charlotte's birthday party that evening. So Werther decides to skip out on the horse statue thing he's supposed to be doing, and he has an amazing night with Charlotte. It's her birthday, they're at a hotel, they're just dancing and smoking weed and having intelligent conversation until she calls a cab and he realizes he's wearing an engagement ring. So that kind of puts a damper on this beautiful woman that he's been trying to romance the whole evening, but he decides to do the immature thing and stay in town and just basically stay in town and try to woo Charlotte away from her fiance Albert. So this movie definitely has that sort of old school Jane Austen kind of feel because it's based off of a really old novel, but it's updated and it's done really well. The movie reminded me a lot of The F Word, a movie about a man trying to woo someone who's already in a relationship inappropriately, but that's where the comedy comes in. And Werther is wonderfully brought to life by Douglas Booth. He plays him so well. He's very vain, he's very life of the party. He seems like he's a great guy, but he's really not. And he clashes a lot with Albert, who they don't actually have a lot of conflict. Albert's a nice guy, he's a good man, he's a lawyer who's always at work, so Werther kind of takes advantage of this to hang out with Charlotte for the whole summer, and Sissy as well, and ingratiate himself and sort of make her fall in love with him too. And that's the general part of this conflict. The trailer is a little bit deceptive because this movie is a romance comedy kind of film, but the first hour is all that romance stuff and the comedy stuff. The film gets really serious in the last 30 minutes or so, and I really liked how the movie had some more major themes. It got more serious, it got really not harsh, but it got really realistic. It's almost like the first 75% of this movie is like a whimsical sort of rom-com about just trying to win this woman's heart, and then the last 25% is actually like the reality of it, of what's going to really happen and the consequences of his actions. And so it's a coming of age movie as well, and I really enjoyed this film. The acting is really great, it's really well balanced. This movie was only playing in theaters for about a week and I missed it, so I watched it on the Canopy app. But if I were to watch this film earlier this year or last year, no, it came out this year, but it's from 2024. It would have made my top list most likely. It is really good. So I give Young Werther an 8 out of 10.